So.
Welcome to the November 13th, 2024 Delhi Board of Trustees regular scheduled meeting. We will begin the meeting as we always do with the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. The moment of silence tonight will actually be in honor of all of our veterans celebrating Veterans Day just 2 days ago. So if you'll please rise. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and thank you to all of our veterans for their service, past and present. Okay, we will have approval of the minutes. Mr. Miller.
Yes, ma'am. Motion to approve meeting minutes of the Board of Trustees, October 30th, 2024 meeting.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries. Approval of overtime?
Motion to approve the payment of overtime for pay period ending October 29th, 2024.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries. Approval of bills?
Motion to approve bills for payment.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries. Report from fiscal officer?
No fiscal officer report tonight since Mr. Luby is still out of town. So we'll do a significant transactions at our next meeting, next regular meeting. Okay. But we do have a hiring recommendation. So motion to approve the hiring of Melissa Brock as full-time, I apologize, full-time assistant to fiscal officer at a rate of $31.25 per hour upon successful completion of a background check, voice stress analyzer test, and drug test effective December 2nd, 2024.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries. Welcome, Melissa. Trustee correspondence, Trustee Seavey.
Just to follow up on our moment of silence, I'd like to thank the Delhi Veterans Association for again putting on a powerful Veterans Appreciation Day, and it was wonderful. We were able to have it here, out of the rain, out of the cold, and they did such a fine job. And this particular presentation was a combination because, if you'll remember, the Memorial Day ceremony was actually canceled because of the terrible storm warnings. So thank you to the Delhi Township Veterans Association, and that's all I have.
All right. It was a lovely ceremony. All I have is, as everybody knows, Frisch is closed as of 2:30 yesterday. We do not own that real estate. You have to stand by and see what the company who owns all that real estate is going to do with all these empty restaurants. We are, as always, diligently looking to bring businesses to Delhi, and so we will stay on that and see what happens. And, we put something out on Facebook today, didn't we, Mr. Miller?
Yes, we did. So, as you stated, we don't own the real estate. This was not the only Frisch's impacted by, the recent closures of some Frisch's. So I believe there were several across the tri-state area. We do have a good working relationship with our business property owners. We always keep our ear to the ground, and it's a good network. So we'll certainly be advocates for the business community and try and help facilitate a new development there.
Okay. So thank you, and we do read your comments, and we're hearing what you're asking for, but again, they're not even releasing it yet. So just wanted to put that out there. All right, fire department, we have a hiring recommendation.
Motion to approve the hiring of Jacob P. Crawford as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department at a rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of a voice stress analyzer, pre-employment physical, and drug test screening effective November 13th, 2024.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries. Welcome, Jacob Crawford. Department update, Chief?
Yeah. As October came to a close, we finished the year-to-date 3,600 runs. 10 years ago, that was not even close to what we did annually. So we are still looking at about a 6% increase, 77% of those still being EMS. And as I alluded to the board in my monthly report today, we just put in service the video laryngoscopes, and we've already had one resuscitation where that tool was utilized. And again, that's putting a breathing tube down someone's throat and being able to see through a video camera exactly its placement and things. So that's why we're working so hard to enhance our EMS here in the township and take advantage of all the things that the board allows us to do and progress, and certainly we're starting to get to use those tools as they come along. So I hope to finish the year strong with very much the same thing. As far as our response parameters, still all emergency units are averaging a response time of 4 minutes, 45 seconds. So even though our runs are increasing, we're still maintaining that sub 5 minute response time. Great. So if you've got any questions, that's all I have.
I'm good. Thank you.
That piece of equipment you're referring to, I watched it being demonstrated at the open house. It's impressive.
Yes.
It's very impressive. So
yes,
always glad to make sure that our residents are taken care of, and you have the tools to be able to take care of them. Glad that it's being used already. Wonderful.
by equipping our personnel. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Perfect. And I do appreciate the reports monthly. Mm-hmm. Yes, interesting. All right, Parks and Recreation Department update, Mr. Soupy.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Just a couple updates. I was going to get a couple screenshots, but I told Skylar, I said all I was going to show you was some dirt, so I didn't feel it was necessary.
All on the ground?
It is all underground, so that's the downfall right now. So I will get good pictures when it comes up. So we did get the company out, and they bored underground from our maintenance barns to the dog park area. They fell a little short, so they're going to dig the rest to the fences, and that's where the water fountains and shut-off boxes and everything are going to get ordered and put in at a later date after the winter. So we'll get all that set. Where everything, when it comes springtime early, we'll get it all in, operating, and all set for each side of the dog park areas, the big dog, little dog parks. So that is all underground. It's done to the point. We will have it all inside of our barn so we can blow it out as well for winter, which in the process right now we are doing, in the process blowing out all the water lines that need winterized. We do have the heat in the middle restrooms, so that will remain open on a limited schedule once we have everything set. But today we blew out a couple of the areas, the north restrooms. We did 5 Points Park, Floral Paradise, Storywoods, and tomorrow, the rest of the week, will be the rest of the restrooms and sprinkler systems that we have. So nothing freezes up, and it will be winterized through the processes. So
Before the snow this weekend.
yeah, and it's a gamble right now to know at the right time frame, but there's only a certain time that you can do it, and you're too late. It's really quick. It happens. So it is unfortunate that we have to do it, but it's really close. Everybody, it seems like I've been going around that are in the same process. So, and the only other thing I have right now is we are finishing up putting in a couple memorial benches and memorial trees that we have the program. So we have a couple finishing up in this year's group of we had. So I do have about 2 more to put in, and we're working on. We got one bench in today, and we'll get end of the week or beginning of next week we'll finish up the others. So, yeah.
Okay. Any questions?
Again, this is social meanness. And Randy, this is kind of going to roll over to Jeff, but we're getting some bad reports on teenage behavior in the playgrounds. And Jeff, when it comes to you, we need to make sure that we've increased some routes around departure from the schools. Randy, make sure that we're not experiencing any vandalism or damage to the playground itself. And possibly, Jeff, sorry, I'm kind of blending the two of you together, but you kind of are on this project. I think we need to talk to Delhi Middle again about behavior. And we happen to know the school resource officer there, and see if we can't remind these children that their behavior is being watched. 'cause, I mean, that's a shame. It's a beautiful playground, and it's posted on the pieces of equipment as to the age that is applicable for use on that equipment. And then again, there's the language. Yeah. So that's all I have. Just a little challenge. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now we have the police department chief. I think she's already teed you up.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Yeah, we'll take care of that, and we'll get extra patrols, and we'll have a chat with the school and make sure that
Good.
people are minding their P's and Q's. So we'll take care of that for you. Just a couple updates. Obviously, 'tis the season for scams. We did a little broadcast on one of the local channels last night. If somebody calls you or sends you an email and it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So make sure you call us before you take action. We'll be glad to help you out. Car break-ins, as usual, make sure that all valuables, including firearms, are not left in cars or out of view. So we're still taking theft reports for guns left in cars and laptops and purses and all kinds of things in plain view. So make sure those are put away. Same with auto thefts. You know, we're still getting car thefts with people leaving their keys in the car. So those are all things that are easy to do, and make sure you take your valuables out and take your keys with you when you go in your house. And, you know, and the last but not least, there's a fundraiser this weekend for one of our own,
Bendemeyer.
Kyle Vennemeyer. He's a police officer on first shift here in Delhi, and his wife was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. And they're doing a fundraiser this Sunday at Jim and Jack's on River Road, starting at 3 o'clock. And if anybody wants to stop by and help us take care of that family, we'd certainly appreciate it.
Definitely.
Any questions for me?
No questions, but you talked about scams and it, you know, being too good to be true, but it sounds like some of these are just so threatening that it's not even, it sounds good to be true, you know, and if they're asking you to buy gift cards,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you know, or they're going to call somebody. I mean, we had the IRS call us, telling us they're going to call the constable on us, and I said, not the constable. Who the hell's the constable?
In fact, I had a phone call on the way here from Amazon asking about a computer that I bought. I mean, I don't even have an account, so, you know, punch this button if you ordered a computer or whatever, you know. But the reality is it's not just happened to elderly folks. It's happened to young folks that are certainly educated people that are falling for these scams. And, you know, one of the latest ones is, you know, send us X amount of dollars in gift cards because we got you on porn sites or something. And the reality is just call us. We prefer to make sure it's something legitimate versus something that's false, and we'll help you out with that. But the reality is it's just not happening to older folks, and it's happened across the board. So we're here to help, and we're always available to answer questions and look into things for you.
Got it. Very good.
Thank
you. All right, any questions?
I'm good.
All right, Public Works, Mr. Ripperger.
Thank you, trustees. Let's see, a little bit of construction. It's definitely lightened up with soon-to-be changing weather, I'm guessing. It's been pretty nice out. Duke's working on a project on Cleves Warsaw. They were east of Neve today, and that project goes on, I believe, for another year, on and off. So they have started working on that again. Greenwell Paving, I know I've been talking about this all summer. RLA, which is a contractor for Duke's, been working on wrapping that project up, and we've definitely pushed for paving the east side of the road there. So we're hoping the weather holds out and they get finished with what they need to do. So
When does the asphalt company stop producing?
early December, depending on weather. Mid to early December.
Okay.
So yeah, we're running out of time. Definitely. And we have gotten a lot of calls on that, actually. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Other than that, we've gotten some salt trucks calibrated and prepped for winter and getting some repairs done on them and be ready when it comes. I think that's about all I got. Any questions?
I'm good.
No? Thank you.
Thanks.
All righty. Administration, Mr. Miller.
I'm going to keep it short tonight. I would like to say, just as a follow-up to the Frisch's closing, I know that development is always a concern of the board, and it it's certainly something visible to the community. I would like to remind everybody, we still, even with the road, even with that closure, we still only have a 6.8% vacancy rate in the township in our business districts, which is pretty impressive for our community. And as one door closes, others open. Maybe not on that site, but we've had other businesses that are in the process of applying for zoning applications to open up new businesses. We have a large new development plan that is in the works right now. It's probably too soon to announce, but there are more development opportunities coming our way all along the pike. So stay tuned. It's always a dynamic environment. There's ebb and flow, but there is more coming. So another thing I'd like to say, the lawn bar regular hours are closed for the season. So our normal Friday and Saturday that we enjoyed in the summer and fall, those hours are done. We will still open up for special events, and then we do have the Bengals games. So as long as the weather holds out, we'll keep providing services there. So at some point, the kegs will go empty, and we're not going to keep refilling those, but we'll, the operation and focus is moving into the event center. So, and we do have, we are seeing increased interest in the event center. I believe we're about to get our first wedding signed up. So there is more activity coming in here. Very exciting. And I'll do an announcement later. As far as our upcoming meetings, I know we're going to announce these earlier, but we do have a business item that we'll need to take care of next Thursday. So instead of just going straight into our work session, we'll need to open a regular meeting or a special meeting. And essentially this has to do with our bonds for DTS. We have one that is maturing, and we'll refinance that, pay it down a little bit and refinance that to get a better interest rate. So there'll be some legislative action on that, and that's getting teed up right now. So stay tuned on that front. Other than that, that's all I have for right now, unless there's any questions.
Any questions?
No, good. Checking the dates.
Oh, okay.
Those are, so that's all within, we have our work sessions coming up, so we'll be able to do it within the same time frame.
Okay.
So shouldn't be any conflicts.
Okay.
Right.
Excuse me. Okay. We don't have anybody signed up for public comments, so we can go straight into the announcement of community events. Excuse me.
All right. The Delhi Christmas Parade is coming up this Saturday, December 7th. Find your spot on Delhi Pike at 9 a.m. Parade starts at 9:30 a.m. Parade route starts at St. Dominic and ends at Del Fair Shopping Center. There is still time to register your group. The deadline to register is November 2nd. Email delhichristmasparade@gmail.com with questions. And I believe we have well over 40 attendants already or participants already. So we're looking to get that into the 50s at least. So exciting times. We will also have the weekend before our tree lighting, November 30th. So you can see out front that the tree is being erected. So we're working on that right now too.
And that's at what time?
It's going to be dark 30. So we'll once we find out what the tree lighting will be at dark 30. As soon as we find out what sunset is at that point in time.
I'll be here.
All right. Holiday Fun Day. After the parade, meet us at the Delhi Event Center at Delhi Town Square from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. for a fun holiday family event with sensory-friendly time reserved for families with special needs from 10 a.m. until 10:30 a.m., featuring Pictures with the Grinch and Santa, Christmas carols sung by local school choirs, candy canes, and hot chocolate, special holiday cookies and treat decorating, ornament coloring, painting and decorating, create your own wrapping paper, and for more information, call 513-278-3011. We also have a holiday wine tasting coming up on Thursday, December 11th from 6 p.m. until 7:30. For more details and registration, check us out on our Facebook page at Delhi Event Center. And for more information, you can call 513-279-3011 with questions.
All right, perfect. Lots going on. All right, we have a motion to adjourn.
With no further business to be brought before this board, I move that we adjourn.
So moved.
And second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Meeting's adjourned. Our next meeting is November 26th at 6 p.m. here. All right. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. That's right before Thanksgiving. So be safe.